Napa Valley produces just 4% of California's wine grapes, but accounts for 27% of the California wine industry's total economic impact. It's a small but valuable region that continues producing under harsh conditions.
We faced a multitude of issues in the last year, obviously COVID being the one in everyone's mind. Fires have been a big impact here in the Napa Valley, but water is a huge concern, and that's really what we're facing right now. We're at about 40% of the average rainfall for the year.
The Honig family has been making wine on this land for more than 4 decades. Under drought emergency orders, Honig says his vineyard is prepared.
These little clusters right here are the grapes that we'll have in the fall.
And how much less water are you giving them right now?
We're giving them 0 water right now. So normally we would have given them a little bit of water to just kind of get them up to stake, kind of wake them up from the winter time. This year we've done any water. And the idea is not to give them any water. We're set up for drip in the event that we have to water, but the idea is not to use any water this year. And you can see from the ground cover, which is completely dried out now, normally this would have been a lot greener, but we're just letting that go as well. And what we've done is we've recently mowed it, and then what we're going to do is come through and disc this organic matter into the soils to create more healthy soils and also hopefully retain some of the water moisture that's currently in the soil.
Signs of the dry conditions from the drought are all over the grounds of the Honig vineyard, but their crop is surprisingly resilient. In fact, since 10 years ago, Honig estimates for their entire operations, they now use 50% less water. Honig says thousands of these 230-liter barrels used to be filled up with water, rinsed, and then filled up again for cleaning. Now these machines steam clean the barrels, saving hundreds of thousands of liters of water. Mulch is used as much as possible on the winery's grounds to retain water in the soils. But with so little rain or watering, I asked Honig whether the grapes can continue to produce top-quality wine.
There's a balance. The grapevines themselves are pretty drought tolerant and don't need a lot of water, and they have large root systems, so they can find some moisture within the soils on their own. But again, from a qualitative standpoint, we want to have a balance. You want to stress the vine to the point where it produces the best, most flavorful grape, but without killing the vine. So yeah, we have to be really cautious and be aware.
95% of Napa Valley vineyards are family-owned. Honig says these businesses all share a responsibility to keep their vineyards running on sustainable practices that can be carried on for generations. Mark New, CGTN, Napa Valley, California.